First question is coming from Casey Holdall with Trailblazers.com.
Damian, can you describe the fourth quarter? Just talk about how you guys played. Obviously, you got a lot of Melo. Obviously, came up big. Some big defensive plays. Just talk about that fourth quarter and gutting that one out and getting the win after going into the fourth trailing by I think 3 or 4.
I think it was 4. I meant like 89, 93 or something like that. I think it was just the definition of a team effort. We each guy on the floor was, just scratching and clawing and just trying to find a way. Obviously, Melo had a huge stretch where he just made shots and he did what he does. And we needed it. He carried us through that fourth quarter offensively. But I think our activity defensively, even some possessions that they scored or we fouled, we had a presence. We switched up how we wanted to guard the post randomly in the timeout, and I thought we executed it pretty well. We communicated. We played physical. We were sharp in our game plan down the stretch. And, Ennis played big. He's been playing huge for us, over the last few weeks, just taking the challenge. And he never complains. So I think it was just a great team effort in that fourth quarter. GT, I think it was a tie game. GT hit a big 3. And it was just, it was a collective effort. Each guy, just buckled down and contributed. Harry had a huge night for us. It might not look that way on the stat sheet, but he was diving on the floor. He was rebounding the ball. He was communicating. I thought he had a really positive impact on the game for our team tonight. And that's the type of effort that we're going to need as a team to win these type of games against, the best team in the East or, whoever it might be.
Dan, what was the change you guys made on defending the post, if you could, real quick?
Well, with Embiid, we were doubling him from the nail. We were, which was like the middle of the free throw line area. We were doubling him from that way, and he could see it coming. And I think he was having a pretty easy time with that because he can see it coming. Sometimes he didn't even dribble the ball yet, but we just wanted to get the ball out of his hands, and he was making us pay for it. They had guys cutting. They were arranging the shooters to be in position to be the ones getting the shots. And sometimes he just went early. He went quick before the double could get there from that angle. So we switched it to the baseline. So when the guy was throwing the ball to him and cutting through, we would wait for him to dribble and get ready to make his move. And Ennis was taking the middle away, and we started to double from the baseline. And then we just tightened up, cracked down on the weak side, and made him basically play on that baseline instead of him getting to the middle and seeing everything coming to him. And our communication in that was really good. And typically, we don't just change things like that on the fly. We don't just, in a huge part of the game, just come out and change things like that. But the fact that we did and executed it well and was able to come out of there with a win was huge.
Thanks.
Next question is coming from Nick Krupke with KPTV.
Dame, want to know now in the spirit of Oregon jerseys, how to feel to wear those for knowing the significance and the meaning behind it?
It's a great feeling, always just to know what we represent and to represent the city and state. Usually when we have a uniform that we really like, we just happen to lose in the past. So I'm just happy that we was able to start it off on the winning side in this uniform. Maybe it'll be our good luck, Sean.
Next question is coming from Dwight James with NBC Sports Northwest.
Hey, Dame, the play that Covington made on the steal at the end, it looked like you had a pretty good look at that, but he seems to do a really good job at keeping ball vision and seeing things like that coming up and being able to step in and then not only steal it, but get the ball to you knowing they're going to foul.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that just has a knack for disrupting plays. He gets his hands on balls. He sees things happening as it's developing, and he takes chances. And I think, people talk about what happens on the offensive end and how you close out games, but those are the kind of plays that win you these kind of games. They get a catch and throw something up and hit a 3 to win the game. You just don't know what could have happened. But the fact that he sniffed it out, he got a hand on it, and my man was running towards half court. So I was just kind of playing in between them. I was like, they're not going to throw it to him at half court and expect him to take that shot coming out of a timeout. So I was just in between, and I saw Ben Simmons kind of looking toward the middle of the court, and he threw it. Rocco got a hand on it, and I just came back to the ball. It almost just fell right in my lap.
My last question is coming from Aaron Fentress with the Oregonian.
Damian, when you guys lost at Golden State, you guys were disappointed. You lost Oklahoma City before going on the road. You were disappointed. You lost at New York before coming back home. You guys were pretty disappointed. How much then do you guys want to close out this homestand tomorrow before facing 6 of the next 7 on the road?
We just got to keep doing what we're doing. We got to just keep finding a way, keep being sharp in our scouting report, taking care of our bodies. We got a lot of guys down right now. And just stay in the moment and do it one game at a time like we have been. It's not always going to be pretty. We know it's going to be a battle every night. We got to just come to the arena prepared to do whatever it takes to win those games, regardless of what it might look like. We just got to take care of our bodies and have our minds right and, just be sharp once we get on the floor. And, whatever comes after that, we will deal with it. But as long as we come correct, we know we're giving ourselves a good shot. So, with that, we want to close it out on a high note. I think it's a great opportunity for us before we go on this trip. And we want to come in here and have a mentality like we had tomorrow.
Thanks.
We got, one more coming from Rachel Nichols, and then we'll have Carmelo Anthony next.
Thanks, Dame. Just wondering how wins like this, big circumstance, team that's leading the Eastern Conference, winning a tight game, how does that contribute and pay off later on in the season?
I think it gives your team a lot of confidence. Just knowing how great their team has been. We won against them in Philly, but they weren't at full strength. And they turn around and come back here. And I think, when they had all their guys healthy, I think they were undefeated coming into tonight. So the fact that we are a team that's banged up, we're missing a lot of guys, obviously. And we're able to come together and put together a winning effort. That wasn't luck. We didn't just come out here and make every single shot. We didn't come out here and get every single call or none of that or feed off of a home crowd. We won the game, and it was a group effort. Everybody contributed, like I said. And I think when you're able to get a win like this, it builds the confidence of the team. Guys who may not be used to being in the rotation or used to being in the game at certain times are forced to become comfortable and become confident and learn in the middle of the action. You're thrown into the fire in big moments against good teams. And I think when we become a healthy team, now you're looking at a more experienced team, a more comfortable and confident team. So I think in the long run, games like this and wins like this can really, really shape our team and make us a really good team as we get toward the end of the season.
Thanks.
Thanks, Dan. We'll wrap it there.
All right, y'all. Have a good